You know what I call season three? I call season three the season where we fell in love with Sameen Shaw. I love your character.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
What can we expect for her in the new season?
Yeah, well, if you love Shaw, you're gonna love the new season. She is, we all have these new identities, and Shaw's identity is definitely not comfortable for her. She's a fish out of water with this new role she's been handed. So. As you can imagine, I mean, there's going to be some pretty comical moments that come out of that because the girlfriend doesn't know how to handle herself. Um, but also we're kind of going to see a darker Shaw this year. We're going to see a darker. I think she, could possibly go a little bit more rogue. I would love for her to join Samaritan. I think that would be pretty badass.
Oh, you can't say that.
If she went to the dark side, I think it would be fun for her to go to the
That
dark
would
side.
be amazing.
So yeah, and I mean we're only on episode 2 right now, so I can, there's more that I can't tell you than what I can tell you.
Oh gosh. All right. So let's talk a little bit before we talk about season 4. Let's talk about season 3 a little bit.
Sure,
How
I
do
can
you?
tell you everything about season 3.
How do you?
How it begins, ends.
What do you think of that journey in season 3 for Shaw as she's just dealing with the team and dealing with the machine, dealing with her own sense of self?
Yeah, Shaw had to go through a pretty fast learning curve in season 3, where she came on board. She kind of, she was used to, operating on her own. She was kind of rogue, and now she's a part of a team. So, Reese and Finch kind of had to groom her, teach her to be a polite killer. Don't shoot in the head, go for kneecaps. And she struggled a little bit, but then she caught on. And it was the reason why I took this role was for 2 things. One, I loved the amount of action and physicality of it, and I'd never done anything like that before. And the second reason was I loved playing a character who was so conflicted, who was so just internally damaged. I wanted them to explore, that side of Shaw. And they did, but not very much. They just give you little crumbs of it, and that's it. So I hope we get to see more of that this year.